poppin', everybody? It's your boy Vito, bringing you guys a brand new Apex Legends video. In today's video, we're going to be ranking all of the legends up to Season 7. Obviously, there's going to be some mains of some of the legends that I score on the low end of the board, but just keep in mind these tier videos are all opinionated. I'm being as fair and open-minded as possible. Even me being an Octane main, since day one, I still even ranked him on the pretty low end of the tier list. So like I said before, just keep a little bit open-minded. If you're new to the channel, I'd really appreciate it if you guys would hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And if you ever want to watch live, I stream every single day at midnight Eastern Standard Time. The link will be in the description. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I love you guys, and I will see you guys in the next one. Alright, so let's just get this started. Bangalore. You know, I'm kind of torn between putting Bang on A or B tier, because she is actually a really good legend. Like, her smokes be really useful. Her double time when you start getting shot is absolutely useful, and her ultimate just getting buffed this season is actually really, really tough. I'm just gonna keep Bang on B for now, because in my opinion there are some more legends that definitely outrank her. So for now we'll keep her at B. I might move her up to A tier. We'll see. Caustic. I'm also gonna put Caustic at B tier. Caustic is actually a really nice legend. He can be really, really annoying at times, and he can also be kind of a crutch to players. But all in all, he is actually a pretty decent legend. He's like one of those legends where you get mad when you get killed by him, so the next game you pick Caustic so you don't get killed by his gas, you know what I mean? So for now, we're just gonna keep him at B. I feel like B is a really nice spot for Caustic. Okay, now, so for Crypto, I think Crypto, I'm gonna put it C. I'm just gonna put Crypto at C. There's not very many people that play him. I mean, his EMP is really useful, but at the same time, you're AFK while you're in your drone, you know? I would say to make a really good Crypto, you also kind of need a good team to run with your Crypto. So when you're EMPing buildings, you could have two really aggressive players go push into that building and fry everybody while they're low HP. Even with his recent buff in the last season with the instant reses and you being able to go pick up people's boxes, I still think he's gonna score a lot lower on the board than a lot of the other legends. I think C is definitely a good tier for Crypto. Now, Lifeline. Lifeline, I think I'm gonna put it A. There's nobody else out of all of these legends that can do the things that Lifeline can do. I mean, Gibby has his fast reses in his bubble, but I mean, you really just can't beat Lifeline's res. It's just a tap of a button and you're already fighting. Her drone does all the work for you. You don't actually have to res. And on top of that, if you use her drone and res your second teammate, if you're playing trios, obviously, you can res two people at the same exact time. And you can still kind of like work around her little drone shield. I've seen a lot of cracked Lifeline plays for sure when she's resing. I definitely think she scores a little bit higher than these legends. Like I said before, Bang actually might make A tier. Bang is actually a really good legend, especially that her buff. Especially from her buff that she got this season, but for now, I'm just gonna keep everything like this. Now, for Gibby, I think I'm gonna give Gibby A tier too. Gibraltar, as much as I hate Gibraltar, and trust me, if you guys have been watching me for quite some time, you guys know how much I hate Gibraltar. Gibraltar's kind of like one of those legends where you kind of like being him, you know, but you hate fighting him. His arm shield is just, without a doubt, probably one of the most annoying that this legend has. Taking into account all of his other abilities, I definitely think he makes A tier. His quick reses in his bubble are super clutch, keeping everybody alive, keeping everybody shielded. His bombardment is pretty much on the same tier as Bangalore, and on top of it, he has extra HP. I mean, come on, you can't really beat a fortified Gibraltar. I definitely think he's scoring above Caustic and Bang and Crypto at this point. Okay, so next we got Loba. I'm sorry to all you Loba mains out there. I apologize, but Loba is definitely going to be making D tier for me. Loba, it really isn't that great of a legend. Her ultimate definitely comes in handy a lot, especially with the recent buffs where you can get unlimited ammo. But looting most of the time really isn't a problem, for me at least. It can come in clutch sometimes, but I don't know, like outranking some of these other legends, I really don't see it. So for me, Loba is definitely gonna be making D tier. I apologize to all you Loba mains, but that's just my opinion. She's definitely not even where close to all the other legends up here. Bloodhound. Bloodhound is a 100% going to A. Bloodhound might even make S tier, especially with all the buffs that he's gotten. Bloodhound is just getting buff after buff after buff, and I can't really hate on it. Bloodhound is a great legend, gives you a lot of information. His ultimate is absolutely fire, gives you absolutely great mobility, and now on top of it, if you get knockdowns with his ultimate, it lasts longer, and you get scans every like couple seconds. I mean, you can't really beat that. The more information that you have as a team, the better off you're going to be into a fight, and with a Bloodhound on your team, you're definitely doing really great compared to all the other ones, especially now that he can use the survey beacons just like Crypto and just like Pathfinder. For me, Bloodhound is definitely going to be making A tier, maybe even S tier, but there are still a few legends up here that I still think that outrank Bloodhound. So for right now, we're going to keep him at A tier. Next, we got Mirage. Mirage, for me, he's going to be making C tier right alongside Crypto. Mirage can be really fun to play. He can be really clutch with his invisible reses, but just going off of experience and fighting a lot of Mirages, his decoy isn't very useful. It rarely ever bamboozles me. His ultimate, on the other hand, changes things a little bit. His ultimate is actually really nice, but if you just kind of listen to the audio, you can still hear where he's walking. So he is kind of easier to decipher from all of his decoys, even when he does use his ultimate. His invisible reses are super clutch, but I still don't think he ranks above any of these other legends. So I'm definitely just going to keep him in the C tier with Crypto. Now we got my man Octane. Octane, I'm actually going to give a B tier. Not as low as these guys, but I don't think Octane deserves an A or an S tier at all. There's no way. He does have a absolutely great tactical. You can be really aggressive with it, and you can also disengage from a fight extremely quickly. His jump pad is super fun, and it can get you some high ground once in a while. Being a team player, he doesn't really have that many abilities. Besides getting a high ground and throwing some jump pads everywhere, my man's Octane is just going to be stuck in the middle. As much as I love him, I can't really be biased with this one, though. My man's Octane is just going to be stuck in the middle. He can be really useful for mobility, but he really doesn't have that many abilities to either help the team or just in a fight period unless you're using his stim. Next, we got my man's Pathfinder. Now for Pathfinder, I don't know about you guys. Like I said, this is all opinionated, but Pathfinder is going to be making S tier for me. Pathfinder is absolutely the best person with mobility in this game. You can get anywhere you need to be extremely fast. You can get high ground in seconds, and his grapple is literally beats everybody with their mobility. Mobility is very important in this game, and you can get to where you need to be fast, especially for high kill games. Even for stuff like competitive, with his zipline, you can get your team to where they need to go extremely quickly, get good positioning, and on top of it, you can use survey beacons to figure out where the circle is going to be landing. He is definitely going to be making S tier for me, no questions asked. Now Rampart, unfortunately, is going to be making D tier. I don't know how many people are going to disagree with me on this one, but Rampart isn't that great. Besides the whole throwing Sheila on one of the tridents and running around Olympus, I don't really see that many great plays with Rampart. You can kind of take down her walls pretty easily. If she's on Sheila behind one of her walls and you take out one of the walls, she's completely open for headshots and she can't do anything about it besides shoot Sheila. You can kind of work around Rampart really easily, so she's gonna be a bit far down on the tier list 100%. Revenant gonna be going to the B tier. Absolutely 100% a great legend. I don't think he stacks up against legends like Lifeline, Bloodhound, and Gibraltar, but you can be absolutely ruthless with Revenant. If you hit that totem at the right time, if you place it in the right place, if you're third partying with a Revolt, you're most likely gonna come on top. I can't tell you how much I've been killed by Revolts, and it is really annoying, but I do have to score him a bit higher, the C and D tiers. He's definitely going to be on the B tier for me 100%. His silence is taking down your abilities, and on top of that, being able to climb pretty much as high as you want. His mobility is pretty damn high as well, so I'm going to keep him at B tier along with Octane, Caustic, and Bangalore. I don't think he scores that far up the rank. I might move him at the end, but for right now, he's going to be sticking at B tier. Now for Watson, Watson is going to be getting C tier for me. Watson does have some great abilities. She does make some super clutch plays sometimes. Her ultimate definitely does come in handy when somebody's trying to grenade spam you, or somebody like Gibraltar or Bangalore throw their ult on you. If you pop her ult really quickly, you can get saved. For being a defensive player, I'm gonna score her a C tier just because I don't think she kind of stacks up quite like Caustic does. I definitely think Caustic definitely out tiers Watson in this class. Now for Wraith, I mean, come on now. You can't argue with it. You really can't. Shout out to all you Wraith mains. You guys have been absolutely going strong since Apex Legends came out. We gotta put Wraith in S tier. There's no questions about it. Wraith is definitely one of the most clutch legends in the game. Those portals are absolutely fantastic. Her disengage is probably one of the best in the game. I mean, come on, you're literally invincible when you phase. They have nerfed her quite a bit and that there is a lag on her phase now, but all in all, she definitely, in my opinion, ranks above and beyond all of the other legends on this tier list, 100%. Now, Horizon. Now, if you guys have been watching my gameplay or have been watching the streams lately, you guys know that I've switched my main from Octane to Horizon for the obvious reasons. I mean, Horizon's tactical is pretty much Octane's ultimate. I mean, you can't really beat that. Horizon's super fun to play. Her black hole does come in clutch. It's kind of almost like the same thing as Watson's ultimate. Instead of deflecting all the grenades, it just absorbs them all into one area. Her mobility is absolutely fire. You can throw that grab lift every, like, what? I think it's 10 seconds or something like that. I might be a little bit biased, but I honestly think that Horizon deserves S tier. I honestly do. She has great mobility. It might be because she's a little bit brand new and I might be being a little bit biased, but I really do think that she deserves the S tier. Her black hole definitely comes in clutch. I think I'm gonna stick to this. Yeah, I like where this tier list is at. Again, just keep in mind that this is all based on opinion, and I know some of you guys are going to disagree with me. If you did, I want to know what you guys would change about this tier list. So leave a comment and let me know what you guys would change. Also comment and let me know what legends you guys made. I'm really actually curious to find out. And as always, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I love you guys, and I will see you guys in the next one.